On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Disaster.
An unexpected event or series of events that cause widespread damage, destruction, or loss of life.
Examples:
Global disaster. Disaster recovery. The disaster response team worked around the clock to aid those affected by the earthquake.
Refugee.
A displaced person who has crossed national borders and who cannot or is unwilling to return home due to political, religious, or economic reasons or because of a war.
Examples:
Global refugee crisis. The refugee camp. The community warmly welcomed the refugees.
Horrible.
Extremely unpleasant or bad, causing fear or disgust.
Examples:
Horrible accident. Horrible smell. The experience was horrible and left a lasting impression.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Rite.
A formal or ceremonial act or set of acts performed in a traditional or prescribed way, a religious or spiritual ceremony or practice.
Examples:
Perform the rite. Rite of passage into adulthood. The bishop performed the rite of consecration for the new church.
Suppose.
To think that something is likely to be actual or possible.
Examples:
Suppose you're right. Suppose beforehand. What do you suppose the culprit's motive was?
Worldview.
A particular philosophy or cognitive orientation of life or conception of the world.
Examples:
Mainstream worldview. The worldview of the ancient civilization. The war between the two countries was also a battle between competing worldviews.
Poorest.
Having the least wealth or resources.
Examples:
Poorest of the poor. Poorest area. The poorest countries in the world often have the highest rates of malnutrition.
Religion.
A deep conviction in a supernatural power that controls human destiny.
Examples:
Religion sociology. Freedom of religion. Their religion strictly prohibits them from drinking or gambling.
Belong.
To be the property of someone or something, to be a member or part of a group, to be in the proper or appropriate place.
Examples:
Belong to different species. Belong to a group. All the books in this section belong to the library's rare collection and must be handled carefully.
Scary.
Causing fear or fright, frightening, intimidating.
Examples:
Scary dream. Scary story. The horror movie was so scary that I couldn't watch it alone.
Atop.
On, to, or at the top.
Examples:
Stand atop. Sit atop a stack of books. The eagle perched atop the tallest tree in the forest.
Photograph.
A picture or image that is produced by a camera, a visual representation or record of a person, object, or scene that has been captured electronically or on film.
Examples:
Photograph album. Photograph memories. I found an old photograph of my grandparents from their wedding day.
Stove.
A kitchen appliance consisting of a flat top, usually with heating elements, used for cooking food.
Examples:
Stovetop. Hot stove. I made dinner on the stove using a pot and a pan.
Toy.
A thing, typically a small model or replica of something that is played with, especially by children.
Examples:
Toy store. Toy box. He gave his daughter a new toy for her birthday.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Beneath.
In or to a lower place than someone or something.
Examples:
The ground beneath my feet. Beneath contempt. A great stretch of the lake lay beneath them.
Concept.
An idea or principle associated with something abstract.
Examples:
Learn new concepts. Concept car. One such rapidly growing concept is quantum cryptography.
Instance.
A particular example or single occurrence of something.
Examples:
For instance. Notable instance. These articles cite 5 instances of climate change.
Glossy.
Having a smooth, shiny surface or finish, characterized by an attractive, polished appearance, often used to describe photographs or printed materials with a high-quality finish.
Examples:
Glossy lipstick. Glossy photograph. The magazine cover had a glossy finish, making the images shine.
Dough.
A mature female of mammals of which the male is called a buck, such as a deer or a rabbit.
Examples:
Doe rabbit. Buck and doe. Hunters use a whistle that makes the doe sound to lure stags.
Zoom.
To move along very quickly. Noun, the act of rising upward into the air.
Examples:
Zoom in on a photo. Zoom lens. He zoomed back in time to the soccer game.
Filter.
Any of several types of equipment or systems used to separate particles from liquids or gases or to remove specific forms of light.
Examples:
Gas filter. Clogged filter. Ozone is a primary filter to protect Earth's surface from harmful UV rays.
Typical.
Having the usual characteristics or traits of a specific group of things.
Examples:
Typical leader. Fairly typical symptoms. This artwork is typical of her work.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Toilet.
A bowl-shaped plumbing fixture with a seat for defecation and urination, or a room or building containing one or more of this fixture.
Examples:
Toilet paper. Toilet seat. She walked to the toilet to freshen up before the meeting.
Visual.
Relating to seeing or sight.
Examples:
Visual navigation. Field of visual arts. The building makes a remarkable visual impact.
Browse.
To shop around in a leisurely and casual way, to look through a book, magazine, internet, etc., casually and randomly, without seeking anything in particular, of an animal, to feed on plants.
Examples:
Browse a website. Browse through the text. We browsed in a souvenir shop.
Imagery.
The use of words or pictures in books, photographs, paintings, etc., that produces pictures in the minds of people, the ability to form mental images of things or events.
Examples:
Visual imagery. Satellite imagery. This movie is famous for its romantic imagery.
Snippet.
A small piece or brief extract of something.
Examples:
Snippet of wisdom. Code snippet. The journalist saved a snippet of the interview for later reference.
Laundry.
The act of washing clothes and linens, a room or area where clothes are washed and ironed.
Examples:
Send out the laundry. Laundry room. I need to do the laundry before I run out of clean clothes.
Toothbrush.
A small brush with a handle used for cleaning the teeth.
Examples:
Toothbrush stand. Power toothbrush. My toothbrush with end-rounded bristles is excellent for gently cleaning my teeth and gums.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Scrape.
To draw something along a rough or hard surface, typically to remove dirt or other matter.
Examples:
Scrape meat off a bone. Scrape a hole in the ground. He scraped the mud off his boots before entering the house.
Mud.
A soft, wet, sticky earth or clay.
Examples:
Mud wall. Mud volcano. The mud of the swamp made it difficult to walk through the field.
Toothpaste.
A paste or gel used for cleaning the teeth and freshening the breath.
Examples:
Toothpaste hygiene product. Toothpaste tube. I always use mint-flavored toothpaste to refresh my mouth in the morning and at night.
Distribute.
To give something to a large number of individuals, or to spread or furnish something.
Examples:
Distribute wealth evenly. Distribute video content. His estate was distributed to his sons.
Instant.
Happening immediately, with no delay.
Examples:
Get instant access. An instant reply. His pleasant face turned cold in an instant.
Comparison.
The consideration or examination of the similarities between two or more people or things.
Examples:
Ease of comparison. Comparison of foods on a caloric basis. I've included the two designs for a comparison.
Cutlery.
A collective term for utensils used for eating and serving food, typically made of metal, such as knives, forks, and spoons.
Examples:
Silver cutlery. Plastic cutlery. The restaurant set the table with gleaming cutlery for the fine dining experience.
Observe.
To watch or notice something carefully, often to gather information or insights, to take note of something or someone, to celebrate or commemorate a special event or occasion.
Examples.
Observe a tradition. Observe wildlife. It is important to observe safety procedures in the workplace to prevent accidents.
Compartment.
A separate section or part of a larger enclosed space, such as a train carriage or a ship's cabin.
Examples.
Compartment door. A watertight compartment. The train's compartment was small but comfortable.
Sect.
A group of people who follow a particular religious or philosophical belief system, especially one that is regarded as outside the norm or mainstream.
Examples.
Sect beliefs. Secret sect. The minority sect believed in a set of unconventional religious practices.
Sink.
To submerge or go down below the surface of a liquid or substance, to decline or deteriorate, to cause something to go down into a liquid substance or sink into something else.
Examples.
Sink a lot of capital. Sink a buzzer beater. The abandoned ship slowly began to sink into the murky waters of the harbor.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples.
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Overlap.
To partially cover something by going beyond its edge.
Examples.
Overlap one another. Overlap in many areas. There was no overlap between their proposals.
Standing.
Existing or remaining upright, having a vertical position, noun, social, financial, or professional status or reputation.
Examples.
Standing water. His social standing. The standing concert was packed with fans.
Leather.
A material made from the skin of an animal, typically by tanning, and used for clothing, shoes, furniture, and other items.
Examples.
Enameled leather. Leather boots. The leather jacket was worn in but still comfortable.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples.
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Ceiling.
A room's top interior surface.
Examples.
Ceiling board. Ceiling light. There was a crack in the ceiling that I found.
Shield.
A protective covering or structure, especially in the past, that soldiers held in front of their bodies to protect themselves.
Examples:
A heat shield. A shield for protecting against a bullet. Lead is an effective shield against X-rays, gamma rays, and other harmful radiation.
Grain.
Wheat or any other small hard seeds used as a food, a relatively small granular particle of a substance.
Examples:
A grain of sand. Flour made from grain. Ordinary air purifiers cannot adequately remove pollen grains.
Identical.
Being the exact same one.
Examples:
Pair of identical twins. An identical equation. Infant formulas are nutritionally almost identical to a mother's breast milk.
Specific.
Clearly defined or particular to a certain thing or situation, distinct, explicit, and precise.
Examples:
Specific instructions. Industry-specific regulations. The scientist conducted a study that provided specific details about the species' behavior.
Recap.
To repeat or summarize what has been said, decided, etc.
Examples:
Recap key points. Recap briefly. Let me quickly recap these results.
Leak.
To allow liquid or gas to get in or out from a hole or crack in a pipe or container.
Examples:
Leak data. Leak a classified memo. He leaked serious accounting irregularities that only people in the company's executive could know.
Distinguish.
To notice or understand the difference between two people or things.
Examples:
Distinguish these two things. Distinguish man from the other animals. This study distinguished 4 different ways to run a business.
Wardrobe.
A collection or set of clothing, especially for a particular occasion or purpose, a piece of furniture designed for storing clothes or personal belongings.
Examples:
Walk-in wardrobe. Minimalist wardrobe. Her wardrobe selection included several pieces from high-end designer brands.
Stereotype.
A fixed and unvarying idea or image that people have about what someone or something is like, but which is often not true in reality and may cause hurt and offense.
Examples:
Avoid stereotype. Negative stereotypes. Changing stereotypes about LGBTQ requires considerable effort.
Imply.
To indicate the truth or existence of something without referring to it.
Examples:
Imply a strong correlation. Imply the presence of alien. The salespeople speak in technical terms to imply that they are more knowledgeable than the customer.